Absolutely. The first thing you need to do is to secure your digital identity, because this is where it's very easy to hack. Once a hacker get into anything in your house through your Wi-Fi and can decrypt your digital identity, they can access all your content. They can access your computers, your camera, your fridge, whatever you are connecting to the internet. The problem is that 4 billion devices are getting connected to the internet as we speak. There's going to be 1 trillion devices by the year 2030, and those devices don't have anything inside that protects the identity of the device neither. So not only we are not protecting yourself as a user, but the device itself is not protected. So that's what our company does. We have something like 1.6 billion devices already secure by WISeKey, both at the identity level, but also at the device level.
Hey, show me how that actually works. If this family had WISeKey, is there an interface with Ring that would have protected them, or is it more protecting all that data you don't want anyone to get, no matter how they might come into your world?
Exactly. So they are both. First of all, you can protect your identity, your password, the access control of that camera, whatever that has been used to access Ring, that needs to be encrypted. And you can download an app. We have an app in the United States, in iTunes, and Android with the name WISeID. That app will help you basically to put all your passwords, everything that you need to remember. So that's an entry level. That's what we call cybersecurity hygiene, to protect your password. Then obviously the manufacturer, in that case Amazon, which is the owner of Ring, will also need to put security at the device level. And this is a bit more complicated because this industry is not yet organized well. So there's only now that manufacturers are starting to put that level of security. In Switzerland, as we are a very internet country, the devices are getting more and more connected. And new regulation are actually forcing manufacturers to put the security as design. Means that the security has to be embedded into the device. But we can start by protecting the user identification and personal data.
Carlos, WISeKey has made some pivots in its own business late last year. Could you give us an update where the company is headed in 2020?
So last year we actually listed the company on the NASDAQ. So this is the second cybersecurity and internet company ever been listed in the NASDAQ from Switzerland after Logitech. So this is a major milestone for us. Now what we are entering to the US mainly is, as I say, is on making sure that the identity of user is protected. In the United States, contrary than in Europe, the concept of digital identity has not been yet properly deployed because, we in Europe, we have national identity cards, and we have this kind of paper that is easy to convert into a digital identity. In the United States, this concept of digital identity has not been yet fully exploited, as the only identity that you might be using is your driver license or your social security number, which is good enough for some things, but not in cybersecurity. You need a strong authentication for cybersecurity. So that's what WISeID provides, and our major deployment in the US this year is actually to basically build the ecosystem. I think we can get a massive amount of users, then they would like to start to put concern in protecting their identity. If you don't protect your identity, somebody else is taking it already from you. This is a precious asset. Identity is money. Identity has a huge value on the internet if you sell it in the dark web. So not protecting your digital identity is the #1 reason why hackers are able to access you.
Carlos, you said protecting your digital identity, and increasingly we see these biometric ways of accessing your accounts. Are these more secure than your standard username and password?
Yeah, biometrics is only an extension of your identity. Does not replace your identity. So a digital identity is an encryption certificate that you will put inside a device, in your laptop, in your mobile phone, in your PDA, whatever you are connecting to the internet. And that device might want to do a second validation on your identity, which is your biometrics. So biometrics can be hacked, but identity cannot be hacked. And even if you hack the identity because it's highly encrypted, it will take a massive attack in order to decrypt one identity. The problem we are facing in cyber attacks is that all the passwords are compiled in databases. When you hear a bank has lost millions of identities, somebody got compromised, the email, and extracted millions of passwords, it's because that data was not encrypted. So encrypting your data using your digital identity and storing that into a device is something that will make the life of hackers very, very difficult.
Carlos, thanks very much. Carlos Moreira of WISeKey, appreciate it. We reached out to Ring for a statement, by the way, and while they would not comment on the ongoing litigation, a spokesperson did tell Yahoo Finance, quote, "At Ring, our top priority is the safety and security of our customers. We understand that Ring users put their trust in our products, and we strive to maintain that trust. It's important to note that there is no evidence that Ring systems or network were compromised."